Hello everyone, my name is Merk. Greetings from the riverbank. Finally it's spring. After a very cold March we have got some nice weather now in April, and finally the nature has waken up. It's so nice to observe, growing grass, leaves in the trees, different plants, blossoms, and all the animals. The frogs came out from the ground, the birds have arrived for their nesting places. So it's really nice and pleasant to be out after a very long and cold winter. So I have spent few days by the creek chasing for brown trout. This is my first trip this year, and I would like to discuss in this episode about the flies I have been using and the issues and the lessons I have learned in this trip. During these few days I have faced some difficulties with fishing, but also had very nice moments which I have captured with my camera. So please spend these few minutes watching this video. And the first thing what I would like to talk about is that sometimes you are sure you know what you will fish and what strategy you will use. I have stick to one of the strategies before I was going to this trip, which was going downstream and fish with froglers. And I've tried that the first day. But what happened that in the morning when I have spotted some frogs that came out from the ground, but when the sun came out from the clouds, and it got a bit warmer, suddenly the frogs were everywhere, and the trouts showed up less and less interest in my froglers. So my idea is that probably, it's just my idea, that the trouts got so many frogs in their stomach, so they're filled up and they didn't want anymore and didn't react to it at all. So what I've did, after a day with just few trouts, I have decided to move to a smaller river, which I thought I will go upstream because it's much more smaller, and going upstream it's much more easy to get to the deeper spots where you think the trouts may stay. In that small stream, apparently, when I have arrived, I've spotted some lamprey spawning in a shallow water. So I have chosen the black woolly booger, the articulated, quite big, size 6-7 centimeters long. And it really gave me so nice results. Some of the smaller ones were really active, chasing for it like for 2-3 times. And I've got a few nicer ones as well. So now let's take a look at my fly wallets. One of them is filled with froglers. It's a medium-sized fly wallet I make. I found this very good for streamers because they're not as big, so you can place in your vest or in your wading jacket easily. And this one is filled with froglers. Although the slotted foam I use, it's kind of versatile, so it's usable for smaller flies and it has more sections. But in these fly wallets I use just 2 sections for flies because they're kind of big, like I said, 6-7 centimeters. So it holds like a decent amount of flies, like 20-30 flies I have with some different coloring. More natural ones for clear water and more bright and more vivid colored ones for a bit colored water. And the next fly wallet, which is with me, is also the same size, with trout design, 11 by 16 centimeters closed. And in this one I have my boogers. Some of them I have lost already in the trees or under the water, so it's missing a few. And again, I'm using like 2 to 3 sections depending on the fly design. But this fly wallet is just perfect. as I make all of them are with hardened sides, so they protect flies inside and they are not squeezed. So this is my main fly, 6-7 centimeter size booger, made tied with shank and a hook, so it has very nice movement underwater with some heavy ice, so it provides even more nice movement, and trouts really love them. Few times I've spotted, you know, in these small creeks when it's not so easy often to strip the line in, and you have to work with your rod as well. So few times I've spotted how the trout chased and grabbed the fly, and he didn't drop it off, but was holding it in his mouth. So these flies look like really naturally, and trout love them. Yes, nice trout. Oh my God, it's crazy. A big one. Let's put him in the net. Oh, it's a big size for this small creek. Amazing. Yes. Yeah. Nice. Just got this beautiful brown trout. Oh yeah. Magnificent one. Amazing. Okay. Let it swim. Oh. So my main idea of this trip and main lesson which I have learned, that you really need to be prepared to different kind of situation. And although the frogs came out of the ground, but maybe they come out a little bit early, like 3, 4, 5 days more early than I have appeared on the water, and apparently trouts were full of them, you know. So it was pointless for me to continue with fishing with frogler, because, you know, if a trout doesn't show any activeness, so it means that he will not show any of it the rest of the day. So my decision to move to a smaller creek and change the strategy totally, you know, going upstream with a booger really gave me some nice results. I have caught over 20 trouts. Of course, most of them were not as big, but I've got few nice ones, and, you know, getting a trout 40 centimeters plus in 2 meters wide river, it's really nice action. And most of the trouts I've saw, you know how they grabbed the flies, so it really gives extra emotions to me. So this is it. I'm about to go home. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, please subscribe my channel.